All right, task number 2 that you will see in this first lesson that you're working on, they have some questions there. It says you're using the fact that you know 13 times 17 equals 221, and they want you to answer those math questions without using a calculator. Now, I know I have no control over what you're doing at home, but I would like for you to try it. So let's look at the first one, for example. If I know that 13 times 17 is 221, if I notice 13 times 1.7, those are the exact same numbers that are here. I just moved the decimal once to the left. So what do you think I'm going to do on this? I'm going to move the decimal place once to the left here, and I get 22.1. So that's really all you're doing is moving the decimal place, or, left or right, depending on if you're moving the decimal over to the left or if you're adding a 0 like on the next one, okay? So go through that, and then that should be good to go from there. Ooh, sorry about that. And then the last task in lesson 1 is Felicia's drive. If you notice there, as Felicia gets on the freeway to drive to her cousin's house, she notices that she is a little low on gas. There's a gas station at the exit she normally takes, and she wonders if she will have to get gas before then. Okay, now your idea of a little low and my idea are probably different. I get to fill up about a quarter of a tank. You guys might go until your low fuel light comes on. I don't know. She normally sets her cruise control at the speed limit of 70 miles per hour, and the freeway portion of the drive takes about an hour and 15 minutes. Her car gets about 30 miles per gallon on the freeway, and gas costs $3.50 per gallon. All right, so it says describe an estimate that Felicia might do in her head while driving to decide how many gallons of gas she needs to make it to the gas station at the other end. Well, you need to know how many miles it is, and then you know she gets 30 miles per gallon, so you'd know about how many gallons of gas she would need, and you'd determine yay or nay whether she needs gas or not. So if they're driving at 70 miles an hour, and it takes an hour and 15 minutes, do the math, see if you can figure out. Remember, 15 minutes is not, minutes are not out of 100, right? So it's 15 over 60, which would be 1/4 of an hour, okay? So keep that in mind when you're doing the math on that, okay? All right, and then assume she makes it. How much does Felicia spend per mile on the freeway? That one you got to figure out, okay, well, if it's X amount of miles and it's $3.50 per gallon, and she gets 30 miles per gallon, and so you got to think about that and answer that, all right?